Hello everybody, this is Pam and today is Monday. Let me see. The 17th is Easter, so okay. This the 11th maybe? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, the 11th. And it is, let's see what time it is in the morning. It's early. It is come on, time. This phone, this car. 8:51 p.m. a.m. I'm sorry, I'm not awake yet. And it's 57 degrees, so it's very nice out. I want to first, before I say another word, I want to thank Smoky Steve and Marc. I got your package yesterday. It probably was at my door Saturday. I think it might have been because it said I was receiving a package. But usually when I receive a package, they put it in on my porch because I have like a porch. And it didn't come in on the porch, but it was fine. I opened it up because I didn't know. It said it was from you. And I was like, wow, wow, wow. So I opened it up and to my surprise, oh my God, they did such a great job. They said, Hercules, all these wonderful treats and food, and it was just the nicest thing. A video will be coming soon. I do have to get another camera for my computer. I have my phone. I could always do it on my phone, but I opened up so fast, and I gave Hercules because he saw it, and I'm like, oh my God, look. And so, and I've been having some back issues. So, anyways, so I didn't make the video, and like I said, I need to get another camera. But a video will be coming. I promise you. It was the most nicest thing. And when I think, YouTube has gone down the drains, this reminds me there are really good people out there and kind. And to not only to welcome Hercules into my family, but to remember Ginger. That was like everything. And I want to thank you again. Hercules is extra. I'm going to tell you that. Hercules is definitely extra. And but he's a good extra, he's a good extra. So yeah, he's a very welcome part of my family. He's so extra, he's going to school. He needs to go to school to behave, but that's okay. Oh, and I want to tell somebody who gave me the suggestion about the vinegar and water. I almost put like 75% vinegar. Do you know that crazy dog looked at it? I'm like, oh my God, nothing discourages him. Nothing. So, what I'm doing is, today he's supposed to go for an assessment. And I did think about, remember I had asked a question about the pinch collar. I don't think I'm going with that. I decided it's against my better judgment. It's something I've been totally always against, those collars. Maybe if it was a bigger dog with thicker skin or something. This is a little tiny skinny dog with little tiny skin. And I'm not going to, and to me that's just going to invoke like fear. And so I think I'm just gonna, another friend told me, just love him up. I'm gonna love him up, and maybe a few things I can learn today, and I can get a little bit more understanding. And I think it is he's different than any other dog I've ever had. I have to say that. In all 100%, he is different than any of the other dogs I've ever had. I've never had a dog who was a biter, you can calm him down, but, you do have to put him in the crate for a minute, no longer than maybe 10 minutes, 15 at the max, and he usually comes back to his senses. He gets back in order wherever his mind has went. Again, I don't know the past this dog has actually really been in. I know that he lost his owner, the original owner, and died of COVID last year. And he was kind of just dumped. Not dumped, but he was dumped at a foster place. And, they didn't seem like they did much because he just not long ago got neutered and finished up his rabies shots and everything. So, I know he's been through some stuff, and I don't want to be the further cause of his, issues. Now, next to me, I have my cat, Guy. We're going to the vet. He gets a B12 shot, and plus he's constipated. We have problems with constipation. It comes from his IBD, not his food. His food is saving his life. The food he eats is saving his life. It is the best food you can buy. I can't even find venison to cook, for him. So it's the best that I could absolutely get. He gets a single protein and a single calorie for those who are a carbohydrate, a single carbohydrate, a single protein. And so actually his food is Ziwi Peak. So if you have a cat who might have IBD or has unexplained throwing up or unexplained constipation or unexplained diarrhea, sometimes it's no more than a change of food. Sometimes it could be something more serious, but sometimes you should look at changing the food to a higher quality food with not so many ingredients, and the first ingredient being a meat. It's the first thing that they tell you to do. So he's on the best food he can get. But he gets a B12 shot once a week for 6 weeks, and then we go on a monthly basis. I need a B12 shot. My back is killing me. I slept on the couch because my room is, I know I need something. I'm going to go to the doctor. I need to take time out for me to go to the doctor because something is definitely not right with me. I'm so cold, and the last 2 or 3 nights, I mean, my room is always cold. If anybody's ever really talked to me in real life, I always talk about how cold my room is. I have 2 Sherpa blankets on. I mean, these are like heavy blankets. I'm still cold. And so I slept in the front room, and of course we have Hercules, who has to sleep on you. Has to get into the crook of your knee or on top of you. That's okay. I don't mind that. It's what I signed up for. It's what I want. I wanted a dog who would be like that. Don't get me wrong. Ginger was a loving dog, but Ginger never really ever really wanted to sleep with me. When she was maybe at the very beginning, she'd get in the bed, but she'd always get out. This dog, she gets in a fit if you get up to go to the bathroom. Oh my gosh. This sounds like somebody who has slammed the door on her tail. It's just that loud, and it's just nothing but whining. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? But it's a fear thing. I think I've watched every video I can about dogs, aggression, fear, and insecurity, and I think that's just a part of her right now. So I'm gonna try to do as my friend said, which made a lot of sense, really. Love her up. She's only been at my house. We're going on 3 weeks. This week will be 3 weeks. So she's only been there 3 weeks, and she's coming along. I will say she is coming along. We've had a few little, but it's okay. It's nothing that isn't fixable. It isn't nothing that I can't change in myself or I can't change in her. With time and patience, I have more time and I have more patience than most, I think. Well, than I used to have. Listen, I'm not saying anybody else. Than I used to have. I have more patience. I have more time too. It would be a delight to not have to have a pet that has to go to a doctor or to something, for a minute, just like a minute, Seem like that's not my life. He goes to the vet every week, and he would have had to go on today anyways because he's kind of constipated, and I don't want to get to that place where we were before, where it was expensive and into the emergency and spending the night and getting the no, I don't want to do that anymore. I couldn't afford it again. Let me see what else. Life's pretty good though. Life is pretty good. And all in all, when I look at it, I'm like, my life has been in turmoil before, and my life has been, much better. So right now, my life is just about average. I have the life I guess I deserve to have. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's the life I deserve to have, and that I signed up for. Nothing that's going on in my life, except my cat. I didn't have to have a dog, but I chose to have a dog. I knew what kind of dog I was getting, so that, in my life, there's so many different directions you can go in your life. You're not stuck in one pattern, you're not. I'm free. I can do anything I want. I can get a job. I can anything, I don't have little kids at home. I'm not responsible for any human being. I'm not. The choices I make today will be mine forever. Oh God, I forgot my credit card. Oh my Lord, but I didn't. Yeah, everything I choose to do that I do today is my choices. They are made by me. So, I don't ever want to get in my headspace that, it's not my fault. No, everything I do is a result of my decision. Just like everything everybody does. We're a master of our own universe. Oh gosh, I can't get over there. One of your coffee crap. I guess I shouldn't because I probably might have to go to the bathroom. Yeah. So yesterday was kind of a fun day. I took my grandkids out. I bought them an Easter thing, and I got my granddaughter a gift, and it was nice. And then came back home, watched American Idol. I know, it's kid program, but you know what? I really enjoy it. In fact, I saw it. I went out there and I was looking it up. Where can I watch it at? And I found out. So I've been watching it since the beginning. Well, not since the beginning. I watched the very first episodes on, what is that? Is that Hulu? I think it's Hulu. Yeah, Hulu. And then I found where I could watch it live. And so I think nobody has just a regular network TV anymore. I know I don't. I have to go through these providers of services. God, these people, they come, they never let you over. Anyway, I got time. That'll have to be there for a little bit. 9:45 is this appointment. Oh God, I have to take him out to the place at 3 o'clock. I kind of don't look forward to this because I'm not like a really speak up sort of person, no, I don't want to do that. They're push this pinch thing, and I'm like, and I kept on saying I don't really approve of that. I don't, not for my dog. I've always had issues with it. I always thought you don't have to train an animal with pain, And I know, I even looked up what Cesar Millan's thoughts and opinions on it were, and he goes with it, and I get it, if I get it, I just, I prefer to try something else before that's used as a last result. I have other options I can go to. I have places I can go where my veterinarian suggested. My veterinarian did not just suggest this place, in all honesty. They wanted me to go somewhere into Chicago. I don't want to drive all the way into Chicago. I don't particularly like to drive into Chicago. It's not on a weekly basis, no, See, she's out that direction, and I'm out this direction. This is more close to me, and this is more known to me. I didn't know. I knew of the place, but I know people that went there. I've known, like I said, it's been known by law enforcement, and, you know, they train those types of dogs there, and they're very knowledgeable. This isn't some, you know, outfit where, you know, get a couple teenagers to teach. No, these are professional trainers. So I guess I shouldn't question them, but still, you know, I still have my own thoughts about it, and I've always thought that. When I saw these dogs with these big old prickly things on their necks, I always think, man, it looks cruel. And maybe it's not. Like they say, you know, it mimics the mom biting the dog, like not biting, but nipping, you know, the pup when they're in the wild. But I don't know. Like I said, who's going to get this on that dog? And who's going to get it off? Because you're supposed to take it off. You don't leave it on all the time. And I have to fight with him to get his harness on. He don't even like to put that on because he's got to squeeze his head in, you know. And I mean, I pay a lot for that harness. All of a sudden, we don't use harness. What are you talking about? You don't use a harness. I'm secure in that harness. I'm really secure using that harness. I know he can't get out of it. And I've had dogs get out of their stuff, and I don't play that. No, I don't play that. I tell people, look, I ain't looking for the dog who could roll over, play dead, you know, jump, do tricks. I don't want, it's not that important to me. Yeah, it'd be nice if they didn't pull when they walk. That'd be okay, you know. And you know, set would be nice, but more so, don't bite. Because I can't have you around people. I will keep you, but you just are going to lose out on a lot if you're biting, you know. And maybe it is an age-related thing. I do think it may just be an age-related thing. It might cut down eventually, I hope. But I will keep trying, and as long as I have the funds, I will keep trying. Be it here, there, or wherever. I mean, I won't end up going to Petco PetSmart. That's for sure. There are plenty of other places I can go to that has options. But I just won't go there. You know, I just won't go to those. Because I don't think they can do anything for him. Because I think he has to have more control. And he's very scared. He's a very scared dog. And I maybe he's just not secure yet, you know, because it seems like he gets somewhere and then he's taken away from the place like where he was at before his foster home. It seems like, you know, he was really attached to that and they took him away, you know. I got him. And I even said, if you want to keep the dog, by all means, please don't feel any certain way. It doesn't matter, one way or another. You know, there's going to be dogs every day. You know, I'll find another dog. No, they had to, and maybe, well, maybe they knew some. But it's okay, you know. I do believe everything happens for a reason, you know. So maybe I'm the person and he needs somebody who's patient. I do get a little agitated, I get a little mad, you know. You come at me with your teeth show, I'm like, hey, you know. But I'm not going to sit there and, you know, I'm not going to let him sit there and let him bite me. That's for darn sure. You know, I will put him in his crate and say, think about it, you know. Some people say I shouldn't do that. Put him in a crate. Well, what do? You know, I mean, you got to calm him down. It's not a mean place. It's not a bad place. There's toys in there, and there's his bed. He can go to sleep. And when I put him in there, it seems like that's the first thing he does is go to sleep. He goes right to sleep, you know. But when he comes out, when he's awake, you know. Like when I get home, I want to go to sleep. I ain't gonna lie. I want to go to sleep for a little bit. So I'm tired. Actually, I need to get coffee. I don't know if I can get in up here. I think I can. I hope so. But anyway, I just want to say thank you again, Smoky Steve and Marc. That was one of the nicest things. And you really made my day. And just reaffirm that kindness is still on YouTube. And I know it is, you know. And you all have the most wonderful day possible and stay safe. Bye-bye.